In three, in two, in one, we are live, everybody. Welcome back to Zachary Reality. We are here to chat episode 3 of Joey's season of The Bachelor and a little bit more chit chat because you know how we always do. We are back for another episode with me, Zachary, and my co-host Molly. Molly, welcome back.
Hello, everyone. Is so excited to download tonight.
Should we tell them how we watched tonight and how I was able to watch on East Coast?
Yes, you should pull up the screenshot. I
Seriously.
literally had my iPad propped up against my laptop so that Zachary could watch at Eastern Standard Time.
And honestly, like it was pretty good. I was able to get these screenshots
Yeah, it's really not bad.
from the FaceTime. It was nice because like I just used my computer. So I was basically just like watching an episode of the show through a computer.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Which is like what I would normally do anyway. You know?
Totes. No, it was a pretty solid setup.
Yeah, honestly. And I'm glad that I was able to watch it because I love coming on live after the episodes. Like we had so much fun last year going on live for Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, I know. It's just like you're already so excited about it. We want to just like spill the tea and talk.
I want Dancing with the Stars to come back.
I know. I like really was invested in this season.
I know. I'm invested in every season.
Yeah, no, that was a good one.
Okay, what did you think of Joey tonight and the episode overall?
I mean, he's just always a cutie and he's just adorable. He knows what to say, he knows how to listen, and I'm still like #1 Joey fan, so hopefully he doesn't stray from that. But the episode overall had a lot of drama. What are your thoughts?
He's definitely going to stray because no Bachelor comes off the season clean, but he is such a heartthrob in the beginning.
He's charming.
No, I know. We're rooting for Joey. I mean, of course, this is a Team Joey podcast, but also the drama this episode was good.
So good. It was a lot. I mean, a little bit maybe unnecessary, but necessary for the show.
Well, we're going to get into all the drama. I feel like it gave us something to talk about, which I really appreciate. And there is a lot of sides to this argument that we're going to get into. Before we even start with the episode, do you want to lead things off with, are you Team Sydney or are you Team Maria? Like, we'll get to our point in a second, but like, where are we starting off just so people know where we're at?
We are starting off as Team Maria.
Okay. I am definitely Team Maria.
1,000%.
Jenna is tuning in live. She says Sydney has got to go.
Yeah.
Jessica tuning in live says poor Evelyn. Yes.
Agreed.
We know the 3 girls who went home tonight. And Jenna also says, I'm in shock that Madina is a mental health therapist and is not saying anything about Sydney's behavior.
I had no idea. I didn't remember that.
That is definitely a good point to get into, the Madina of it all and like where she stands on the situation. So we'll be doing that and we will be breaking down the episode. So thank you all so much for tuning in live. Thank you so much for tuning in as a podcast. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up and follow me and Molly on Instagram. Our socials are in the link below. So give us a follow. Follow us on TikTok. We're all super fun and cute, and we are going to be together tomorrow. So let's tell them what we're doing before we get into the episode.
So excited. Literally at this time tomorrow, so 24 hours from now, we will be together.
Oh my God. I'm so excited. Are we going to film how are we going to film like episodes together, like a podcast together?
We'll have to film something. We'll have some recaps to do.
Yes. So I'm flying back to New York, guys. I'm actually flying to New Jersey.
Yes, Hoboken.
I know. So I have some work in the city and I'll be staying with Molly this trip. I always stay with my best friend, Sophia, or like my mom or like my brother. Like I'm always in New York. So I'm kind of excited to have a Jersey experience. Like, what are you going to talk? Like, how are you going to Jersey me? How are you going to Jersey me?
I'm so excited to have you here. And I am just 15 minutes from the city. So it really is like super quick. I want to take you to the waterfront in Hoboken, a couple coffee shops, maybe. We can pick a restaurant or two, you know, show you around.
How am I going to fit in Jersey?
So well.
Am I?
I think so. I mean, it's like the perfect in between, at least in Hoboken, of like the hustle bustle busyness of the city, which like you do have here, but it's quieter and you can feel like you can breathe and it's not dirt.
Well, I went to college in New Jersey, so I lived there for 4 years. So I'm quite familiar. I'm actually excited to return to my Jersey roots because I had some times there in college. I also love the Real Housewives of New Jersey. I love Jersey Shore. I'm excited for this Jersey girl era.
And I'm a Jersey girl through and through. So I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's going to be like
slumber party.
It's going to be a really fun trip. So I'm honestly so excited. I haven't packed yet.
That's okay. I mean, you're 3 hours before me, so
Yeah, it's like
that's fine.
7:30. I'm gonna pack tonight, shower, do all the things.
Yes.
And I'll be on the plane tomorrow. I already checked in.
No,
It is raining in LA. Like it's been raining like all day, but like I don't really think that matters in regards to my
no.
flight. But the rain was crazy. And today I did not let it stop me. I went outside, went to the park, went to the coffee shop with an umbrella, and it was just like fun to be in the rain.
Love. I'm so glad. Did you dance a little?
Yeah, of course I'm dancing in the rain. But like the thing is, Molly, people in LA freak out when there's rain. They freak
Yeah.
out. They think there's like a flood, they think there's an earthquake, they think it's like this whole thing and it's truly just drizzling.
Yeah, no, that's crazy considering we like haven't seen the sun in 2 weeks aside from yesterday. So different different weather.
Yes. Very different. Like growing up in New York, I experienced all seasons. This rain is
Yeah,
nothing for me, but here LA truly shuts down when it rains.
that's crazy. I
I
can't imagine
know.
being on the roads. I'm sure everyone's going like a mile a minute.
No one's on the roads.
Oh yeah, no one's even going out.
No one leaves the house when it rains. That is LA. They're so
That's
dramatic.
crazy. It's beyond.
Literally, how is the weather in New York and New Jersey? What are you preparing? What do I need to prepare for? What should I
I
pack?
mean, it's like probably a high tomorrow of 43 degrees. So like not horrible as long as the sun is out, but it's definitely chilly.
Okay, I'm excited. And let's tell them what we're going to be doing. Like, not everything, but a little bit.
A teeny bit. Well, you can share so I won't spill too much.
Oh my God. I did share this on my Traders after show. I am going to be interviewing some of the cast this week. Trader season 2. I am bringing Molly with me. So she's
So
going to be
excited.
there to help film, to help produce the content,
Yes.
just like kind of be my right-hand man all day and potentially get involved too in the content
Yes.
a little bit as well.
I literally, one, cannot be more grateful, but also so excited. Like, we've been invested in the season of Traders, so it even makes it that more exciting.
I mean, I've been more invested than anyone.
Yes, you have. You have.
Lord, not Ekin-Su. Lord, not Ekin-Su.
Yes.
Not Ekin-Su. Okay, well, we're so excited to meet. For me, Parvati, Peter, Sandra. Oh my God,
Yes.
Ekin-Su, Phaedra. Who are you most excited to meet?
Obviously, Ekin-Su.
Lord, not Ekin-Su.
No, Love Island UK is like my whole world. So that would be my number one. But I'm excited for everyone. Hopefully, Pilot Pete, like that's our
Yeah.
number one. So excited. Also, guys, this will be the first time Zachary and I meet IRL.
Wait, that's crazy.
So crazy. We've been social media besties for so long now.
I know. And I feel like we told the story about how we first ended up working together and like
Yes.
chatting. If you guys don't remember, Molly like got me on the Golden Globes carpet with Icelandic, a water brand, because Molly works in influencer marketing.
So exciting. I can't believe it's the first time ever.
I know, it's gonna be great.
I know.
So we'll definitely have like videos this week.
Absolutely.
Obviously, there's a lot of content coming, so please subscribe. It's going to be a lot of Traders later this week, but we are here to talk about The Bachelor. So I know you guys are all waiting and you have been begging for this. What do we think of Sydney and Maria? Let's start from the beginning. We have we're picking up from last week.
Yeah.
Lauren is gone. Cake, Lauren.
Yes.
She
Did
did
you
post
see
on
she
Instagram.
posted? Yeah.
She got her red velvet cake.
Yes.
We did not see Alice in this episode much.
No, we didn't really get much of her at all. There's a handful of girls we didn't get much of.
I think that there's just like a few main characters that we kind of just focused on those girls tonight.
Yeah, I was sad to not see much of Leia though.
I love Leia.
We got like none of her tonight.
I know. So the first group date started off with the Miss Right pageant hosted by the ASKN crew. Iconic. What do you think of like what do you think of these pageant group dates?
I kind of think they're a little silly, to be honest. Like, they're definitely not my favorite. Everyone gets uncomfortable. People try to show off, and I just feel like showing off is not the best way to get someone's attention. I feel like tonight it wasn't too bad as like other seasons have been, but it's just not my favorite. What do you think?
I kind of like these group dates with the Miss Pageant stuff only because I feel like it is a good opportunity to like be out of your comfort zone.
Yes, about
show your vulnerability on stage. right? Like you're showing your vulnerability to
Yeah.
everyone watching, you're being judged, and you're opening up about yourself, you're showing a secret talent you have. Like it almost is revealing and uncovering the layers of who these girls
Right.
are. And I think that it sounds cheesy and it sounds misogynistic because it's like a pageant and you're being judged, but it really is a good opportunity to just like show everyone who you are and just like introduce yourself loudly and proudly.
Yeah, no, I agree. For the girls who like do it and handle it that way, absolutely. For the ones who might be a bit much, it may be taken the wrong way.
Well, who did you think was a bit much? Like, did you have
Um,
a favorite?
yes, like that was a lot. Like that was too much. And then
Sydney.
that's when it becomes like cringe.
Sydney in the cheerleading.
Yeah,
You know what? I felt bad for her because I felt like they were giving her awkward music.
they were, and no one clapped at the end, which I always wonder how they like edit
But
these things, if it's like
yeah,
actually like that or not.
it's definitely not like that. Like, there's no way no one clapped for her. Like, there's no way it was that awkward. Like, I feel like
Right.
that was kind of mean to show that side of her because she already looked bad enough this episode. The last thing she needed is for us to come for her cheerleading.
Yeah.
And she was
Agreed.
not good, but it might have
No.
just been the music and the edit, you know? Like, maybe she was good.
Maybe, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So Maria definitely opened up during this talent show. She did a pretty good job.
Yes.
Was there any, we'll get to Lexi, but like, was there anyone else you thought did a really good job, like in the
Um,
talent show or in the pageant?
what's her name? Oh my god, why am I blanking? She like sang a song and she's like not a singer.
Oh, was that Edwina?
Edwina, yeah.
Oh my God,
I
Edwina.
thought that was pretty good. I mean, was she the best singer ever? No, but that shows like her stepping out of her shell and like really just going for it and trying. And I thought that was great.
I
Like
loved
even,
Edwina.
yeah, if anything, I almost felt like she should have won the talent show.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think Lexi deserved to win that talent show
I don't
because
think so either.
I do want to talk about ASKN, but Lexi did not deserve to win that talent show just because she
No.
pulled him aside and kissed him. Like, this is not a kissing competition, like Maria said. And it was
Right.
like, like, for what?
Yeah, no. And I like hate when girls do that on The Bachelor, like turn something into something it's not. It's just like, what are you trying to do? Like, did you not think you were gonna kiss him later on? Like, I mean, clearly it worked. So like,
Oh, it worked. She literally won the pageant.
right, she won the talent show.
Joey said that he picked her because heard her lip quiver and like that was her putting herself out of her comfort zone. And it was really brave for her to kiss him in front of all those people.
Yeah, which I do think, I guess, like seeing her character so far was like out of character of her, and like
Yeah.
therefore props. So like we can give her props, but I don't think she should have won.
I mean, like Maria was like, it's a talent show, but I guess like he really wanted to pick the girl who pushed herself the most and went out of her comfort zone the most.
Yeah.
And he was there, we weren't there. And like maybe
Right.
Lexi really like doing that was just like a really big push for her.
Yeah. No, it could have been.
Or he was just like horny and like picked her because she's
Yeah.
hot. Like it's one of the two.
Right. Yeah. Because I felt like Edwina really stepped out. Like her voice was shaky. She clearly is not a singer, and she wrote a whole song.
Edwina deserved to win that talent show.
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
Maria. Edwina or Maria, runner up.
Agreed.
I wish they did like runner up, like second runner up, because that's always
I know.
fun. Like to see where everyone really stands.
Right.
But like Lexi did not deserve to win it. I'm glad she didn't end up getting the group date rose because
Same.
she didn't really deserve it.
No, and I also think if she would have gotten it, it would have like really started drama.
But she does have a connection with Joey and she is top 4 material.
Absolutely. And I still like her. I just felt like that was weird.
Yeah. Let's talk about ASKN.
Iconic.
Can you say it?
ASKN, April, Susan, Kathy, Nancy.
You're asking. We're telling.
It's just so good. I love them. I mean, Kathy really turned around. During the show, I was not her biggest fan.
I know. And we like didn't like Teresa though.
Yeah, we didn't like Teresa.
But I kind of stand Teresa.
Yeah, she's fine. I mean, how are they doing? I honestly haven't really seen anything from them.
I looked at their Instagram today and they have their trip to Italy booked, their honeymoon in May.
Well, it's exciting.
They're flying into Rome. They're going to head to Tuscany, go to the Amalfi Coast.
Love it. I mean, I'm
We're going to have a
proud
great time.
to say that they are still together, strong.
Yeah. So are they still asking? I think that we should talk about the drama. Like, duh.
Yeah, I mean, they may not be asking anymore.
They might just be skin. Susan did reply to multiple comments saying that she loves April. They're still asking. They posted together, like they posted the promotion for the pictures.
Right.
April said she wishes all love to ASKN, but the thing is they still have unfollowed. They're not following each other and they're not
Yeah,
tagging each other.
that's weird.
So like I feel like they're on the outs, but they still are mature enough to like support each other and not cause social media drama. But
Right.
it definitely seems like April is taking a break from ASKN and that they are just skin.
Yeah, agreed. They're just skin.
Which is like sad because
Yeah,
they are such an iconic four. But like I think if April needs a minute away from the group, like that's okay.
right.
But I do want to hear one of them on the podcasts. Like I feel like Bachelor Happy Hour always has interviews, so I just want to hear what one of them actually has to say about it.
Agreed, because you don't really understand what happened. Like, yes, the trip, but like for them to unfollow each other from that is kind of crazy. Like, doesn't
And
really
don't
totally make sense.
And don't think we're being too nosy because they're shoving Askin down our throats. They're at the Kathy is the Golden Bachelor correspondent. Now they're hosting a group
Literally.
date. Like they're doing promotion. Like they are fully being embraced by Bachelor Nation. So
Yes.
it's not odd for us to wonder why they unfollowed each other after being such an iconic girl group.
Right. Totally.
I mean, they're asking. Like they're asking. We're asking their talent.
Iconic. I'm glad they had them on. I mean, for any guests to be there, I'm glad it was them.
In the beginning, they do focus a lot on guests. I guess they're going to start traveling next week.
Yeah.
But like Demi and Jubilee
Love.
were last week. And for the tennis day, I know who that tennis player is, James Blake.
Love that.
I used to follow tennis heavily.
Fun fact.
Yeah, very fun fact. So Lexi does win the Miss Pageant. However, she does not get the group date rose. The group date rose actually went to Kelsey A.
That picture before, I can't even.
Of Madina.
Yeah.
We'll get to Madina. Sorry, my pictures are not in order tonight. Kelsey A.
Kelsey got it.
She got it. I was kind of shocked when she got it because I feel like she is kind of unforgettable. Like, you know,
Yeah, I honestly don't even know what her talent was.
I don't know anything about her. And like, she was on TV and like, he likes her, I think.
He does. He just keeps saying that she's stunning. Like, he's definitely attracted to her. So that's what he keeps saying. I was surprised when she got the rose. I didn't think anything like crazy happened. And I don't even remember what her talent was.
Well, Lexi got extra time. Like, it could have been Edwina, but then she got the extra time last week. So
Right.
or maybe Maria could have got it. I don't know. But Kelsey A got it, but I just like don't feel like she's gonna go far.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we haven't. I just need to see them one on one. Like, I feel like we haven't gotten much for me to even like really give an opinion.
I'm not invested in Kelsey A.
Mm-mm.
I just don't care. But we'll
Agreed.
see. I do like Kelsey T though, because there is two
Same.
Kelseys. I think he likes
Yes.
Kelsey T, and she's been getting romantic music and moments, and like
Agreed.
I feel like we'll get more time later on, and
Yeah.
it's giving like 3 or 5, you know.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
Did you have any other thoughts of the group date, or should we move on to Jenn?
I think we can move on. The group date was just kind of it had do we want to talk about Sydney's routine, or we are kind of already did that?
We talked about Sydney's routine. We're not going to torment her. We're not going to make fun of her
No,
cheerleading.
not make fun.
What did she do at night? That was like,
Well, she before the date, wasn't she the one who kept saying like she was a pageant queen?
maybe that's not what the issue was with Sydney.
No, but like she's kept saying she was a pageant queen, I'm pretty sure. And then
Oh.
that's what her routine was.
Oh, I thought she was a cheerleader.
I thought she said she did pageant. She was like Miss something.
I don't know. I think that we will get into the Sydney drama with
Yes.
who was it again? Maria.
Madina.
Oh, and Madina. But Maria, I felt like she, opened up to Joey on the group date and they had a really good time as well.
Yeah, agreed.
We'll talk about it all. Let's
Yeah.
go to Jenn and her one-on-one date. So they went surfing and seeing Joey in a wetsuit.
Yeah, he's just beautiful.
He's so handsome.
Yep.
Jenn, she got some airtime night one.
Yeah, we liked her night one.
We like her a lot. She's spunky. She's fun. At first I was like a little bit like this connection is slow. Maybe they seem
Yeah,
like
you didn't have high hopes at the
friends.
beginning of this date.
But I also didn't high hopes for the beginning of Daisy's date. Like I almost feel like the day dates when they're like I feel like a one-on-one, it almost like starts kind of boring because you just get off
Yeah.
the high of a group date and drama. And then you're on a one-on-one, you have to like build a foundation and get to know someone new. And it just like takes a minute for me, like during the day, to be invested in the person until the night portion when we get to know more about them and, hear the layers about them.
I was kind of surprised for her to get the second second one-on-one of the season.
How come?
I don't know. I thought maybe it would have been Kelsey T. That's when
Yeah.
Or maybe, not that we wanted this to happen, but like Jess.
Oh my God.
Or Maria. I mean, I just felt like they had front runners who had more screen time that first episode that I was kind of surprised I was happy it was Jenn, but I was just kind of surprised.
Oh my God, I can't wait for Maria to get a one-on-one, but we know she's gonna get a 2-on-1.
I know.
I really like Jenn. I think she's cool. And, we heard her open up on the dinner portion of the date about how her parents were really fighting a lot growing up. And she didn't know if she was going to ever be worthy of love, ever be able to find love. She really was doubting herself. And I feel like she's been through so much.
Yeah, no, totally. I agree. I mean, her opening up obviously just like meant a lot to her, meant a lot to him. And he just really, I mean, we've said this a ton, but like he's just a good listener. Like I understand why all these girls feel comfortable sharing their stories with him because he is such a comforting person. You can like see it in his eyes.
No, he is. And his beautiful green eyes.
Yeah.
I totally feel for Jenn. And like, I feel that, like, honestly, like, sometimes I wonder if I'm ever going to fall in love or ever be in love. And like, like it's real. Like it's a real feeling. Like if you've never been in a relationship or you haven't been in one in years and you were heartbroken from your last one, like like I've been single for so long. Like, of course I worry about that too. Like I fell for that.
Right. No, absolutely.
Are you single for how long? How long have you been single?
Single for a hot minute. This will be the 4th Valentine's Day alone. So it's also been a while.
What are you going to do for Valentine's Day?
Probably just chill and relax since my circle here has boyfriends, but the next day I'm having a Galentine's. So
me and my friends might do a gay-entine's and just do the
I love that. Yeah.
Just do the gays, but I was like, we should include the single girls too.
I mean, yeah, I wish I was with you.
Well, you're going to be with me tomorrow.
I know.
I can't believe it. I'm so excited to go on the flight. Like, I just can't wait.
Same. I'm like so excited for you to be here. I like want to make the bed now.
Oh my God. Well, I haven't even packed yet. Listen, I feel for Jenn.
Yeah.
And I feel like she really opened up. I don't think she's going to be Joey's pick though.
No, I don't think she's going to win, but I do think she'll make it up there for a bit unless she gets like lost after this one-on-one.
I think Jenn will definitely be there for a few more weeks. I just don't think she's going to make it to hometowns, not because she's not awesome and perfect, just because I feel like her and Joey are just two different personalities.
Do you have like a top four for hometowns yet?
I mean, I'm kind of thinking Daisy, Kelsey T, Lexi, and maybe Maria.
Yeah.
Just because their connection is so strong, but then Maria's drama could end up being too much after a while.
I would say that would be my top 4 right now too, just based on like their conversations.
I mean, I think Rachel's also going to the top 6, possibly 4 as well.
Yeah, he like loves their conversations.
Because Rachel's never had like a one-on-one and she's never been like the main character, but she's always been a prominent connection every episode.
Yeah, agreed.
So Jenn ends up getting the rose and it was so romantic. Remember?
Yeah, it was so cute.
There was like lights and fireworks in the sky of roses and like, Jenn, will you accept this rose? It was so cute and corny and like romantic.
Cute and corny is perfect.
It was romantic. Like it was magical. It just felt like Joey and Jenn are not soulmates. So it was just, for me, it felt like a moment in time date.
Right. No, I agree.
But we like Jenn and we'll see what happens with her.
Yeah, no, she was sweet. She was cute. They had like funny moments trying on the wetsuits. They had like obviously like more deep conversation. I loved it.
CCC says, you mean Kelsey A and not Kelsey T for Final Four. And I actually meant Kelsey T.
Yeah, wait, I don't know the difference. I like don't remember their last name. So
well, I'm gonna tell you, this is Kelsey T.
So yeah, I like Kelsey T.
And this is Kelsey A. I think Kelsey T is going to make it to hometowns over Kelsey A.
Agreed.
Kelsey T has been getting a lot of romantic music and a lot of moments. Kelsey A feels irrelevant to the overall storyline.
Yeah.
It's so typical on The Bachelor to have 2 girls with the same name and then giving them like a last initial, like the Kelsey T, Kelsey A. Like it's
I
just
know.
so it's like goes back to the OG days of like Ashley I, Ashley
I
B,
was gonna say Hannah G will always be Hannah G.
Hannah G, Hannah B.
Yeah, Hannah G will
Um,
always be Hannah G.
Jessica says my top 4 are Jess, Lexi, Jenn,
Wait, that's
Daisy,
5.
and Kelsey T. That's 6.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's 5.
Okay. Guys, if you guys are joining in, I see we have 28 people listening live. So hello. Leave your comments down
Hey,
below because we're gonna read all of them. CCC says Kelsey T was a backup Barbie in the movie.
interesting. I also just found out that Chris from Love Island UK All Stars was also a backup in Barbie. So
Barbie has like all the hits. Did you watch the Grammys?
I didn't. I watched the majority of it honestly on TikTok. Like I knew that I'd be able to keep up that way, so I didn't watch it live.
I watched it.
Was it exciting? Did you like it?
Because I watched it because it was like raining all day, so I couldn't leave the home.
Yeah.
It was so good. Like
Well, it's
after
also
like
yours
af-
was at 5, right?
it was at 5 for
Right.
me. Yeah, actually it was 3 hours or like 2.5. So like after an hour and a half, I was like kind of like in and out. But it was really cool to see Miley perform and to see Miley win her first 2 Grammys. There was a lot
Yes.
going on with Taylor Swift, and she won a couple Grammys. And Billie Eilish performed, and Billy Joel performed, and SZA was amazing, and she had a lot of great moments, and Doja Cat. So there was like a lot going on. I actually really enjoyed the Grammys.
Yeah, I watched at least everything you mentioned, I did see on TikTok. So
Yeah.
I didn't really miss out, but no, Miley was iconic.
And Olivia Rodrigo, she didn't win, but she performed Vampire, and it was so
Yes.
good.
I saw that on TikTok too, and Taylor was dancing for her, and like that squashed their beef, we hope.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And Taylor announced her new album.
Yeah, I'm sure for all the Swifties, I'm sure you're really excited.
I mean, I thought it was amazing. Taylor, Miley, they all slayed. Olivia, Dua Lipa, Beyonce, and Jay-Z. Jay-Z
Yeah.
was like, Beyonce won all these like all these awards. Like he was like making a speech. Okay, let's get back to the drama. We still haven't even gotten to like the heavy stuff yet
Right.
of Sydney and
Madina and
Maria, but we also have to talk about the tennis group date first because that was kind of like,
Yeah.
you know. So, tennis group date. Can you walk us through this?
Yes. So they had a tennis match, but instead of it being just basic and I guess normal tennis outfits, they wore costumes. So here's one costume, a bee and honey. And they
Yeah.
had like ketchup and mustard, lobster and butter, babies. I'm missing one, I think. But
Daisy was so cute as a baby.
I know. Of course, they put her in the baby costume. I mean, Autumn even said, like, if anyone's gonna be babies, it was gonna be us, which absolutely. We also didn't get much screen time from Autumn either.
We need more Autumn.
Yeah, we haven't seen any of her.
We need more Autumn.
Autumn and Leia, please.
Oh my God, I love Leia, but I'm worried that she's too close to Sydney, who is like the problem.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. We're almost there, guys. We're
I know.
almost there. Honestly, this was a fun date. I love tennis. It's similar to the pickleball date from last year. James Blake is a professional tennis player. TJC says Daisy's sense of humor really came out on this date.
Yeah, she's just so cute.
Daisy is so cute. Rachel also showed off her competitive side. Evelyn, I felt like, did an amazing job. Jess, what do you think of Jess?
I'm honestly kind of glad she didn't get much screen time this episode. It made me like her a little bit more.
What is your problem with Jess, Molly? Because I like Jess.
Right now, I mean, I'm not on like the I don't like her bandwagon. I just felt like she came in way too hot and like got the girl. Honestly, if it wasn't for this Maria drama, the girls would probably still be against her in some way because like each episode she's kind of made herself like number one.
Well, I felt like night 1, Jess put a target on her back, and I was like, I can't with this girl.
Yeah.
But then night 2, she talked about people saying she was too much when she was just trying to be herself. I really felt for her, but then she was making some mistakes. Like she still was kind of talking too much.
Yeah.
This episode, I felt like she was on the right date because date 1 was the drama date with Maria, Sydney, Madina. Date 2, there was no drama. Everyone was chill. It was just about the competition and having fun with Joey.
Right. That's what I mean. She redeemed herself this episode.
She was on the right date where she was set up for success instead of failure.
Yeah. Well, I also like we keep saying the producers, I'm sure, pushed that narrative, but once it swapped to other people, she's fine.
I mean, yeah. I was actually shocked that Jess stayed. I thought that like her time played out. I'm shocked that I thought she was gonna go home tonight.
That would have been crazy.
I just don't think her and Joey are endgame, but like she's cool. She is sweet. Like she'll be good on Paradise if they have
Yeah,
a Paradise.
agreed.
But do you know who got the group date rose? It was Caitlyn.
Yes.
So tell us the story. Tell us what it
Which
is.
we also both thought was a little random, but oh, it's a good picture. So she sat Joey down and told him that she and her mom's four sisters are all single. She didn't say whether like the sisters were ever married, but her mom was married, divorced, and has been divorced since she was in the second grade. So she just let him know that she is one of six single women in her family. And his response, as always, super sweet and cute, was, sounds like you're surrounded by a lot of strong, independent women.
I can't believe that everyone in her family is a single woman and that
I know.
she wants to break this curse.
Yes. She even said there's like a target like on my back to do that. there's like a lot going on riding on this for her.
I am kind of shocked about this whole situation with like all these single women and like her wanting to like be the one to like fall in love. Like that's amazing. That's a great love
Yeah.
story. And I can't believe he gave her a rose.
I know. I mean, it was, I guess, sweet. I was still kind of shocked he gave her the rose, agreed, because we just haven't seen them at all. I mean, for all we know, they've had deeper conversations, but this is like the first screen time we've really gotten of her since she came out of limo.
And she was the chemistry girl.
Yes.
He's intrigued by her. She's intriguing. She's interesting. She's feels astrological and
Yeah.
mystical and fun. I mean, he could have gave it to Daisy, but she already had a one-on-one.
Right.
He could have gave it to Rachel.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to give it to Evelyn because he was sending Evelyn home, which was
Right.
Evelyn went home, Krista went home because those two girls were on this date.
Yeah. And
And
Star.
then Star went home. Star was on this date too, right?
Yes. I
Well,
think.
yeah,
She
we
just
know,
has no screen time ever, which I said to you
yeah.
before. Like, we never knew anything about her, and then she left.
Well, Star was like seemed to be on the right side of history because she was backing Edwina, who was like
Yeah.
defending Maria. So let's get into the drama you've all been waiting for.
Yes.
Sydney versus Maria. Because there was a lot of gossip going on in the house throughout the dates. Right. So I felt like Maria and Madina, you know, they were at odds because Joey did talk to Madina
Yeah.
and he was like, is there anything going on in the house? And it felt like Madina had already moved on from that situation. And she didn't want to tell Joey anything. She didn't say any names. She said that she felt bullied. And Maria was like, I'm not a bully. Like, are you making me feel bullied? Eventually, Madina and Maria were able to talk in the mansion after the date and they squashed it. Tell everybody they squashed it.
Totally squash.
Squashed. What did
Yes.
they say to each other?
They basically said, I mean, Maria said, I'm not a bully. And Madina kind of agreed, honestly, and was like, we're cool. We're cool. And they both agreed they were cool.
Yeah, they agreed that they were cool. Now, Sydney was the one who started the drama last week. So Sydney was the one who thought she overheard
Yeah.
Maria talking about Madina and her drama.
Right.
About how Madina was upset, feeling like she was 31 in the house. And Maria was like, own it. You're a strong woman. So
Yeah.
Sydney kind of passed that message. So she started the drama between them. Madina and Maria originally didn't talk because of Sydney.
Right.
And Madina didn't want to bring it to Joey because she never did.
Right. Isn't it situations like this that you wish Joey could just like watch it?
Well, he's watching it now. Is he going to answer on
Yeah.
interviews what he thinks? Somebody get him on a
Right.
podcast.
Truth.
So thank you. Oh my God, we have 40 people in here now. Thank you guys all for joining. Good. You guys are here for the good stuff. So Sydney should not have got involved in the first place.
Right.
But it's what happened where she got involved again.
Yeah.
In the second place. So she brought the attention to Joey because, right, the cocktail party is canceled. There's a rose ceremony. Like, there's going to be a rose ceremony, but now they're having a pool party. But what did you think of that fight on the first group date between Maria and Sydney?
I just feel that Maria's really trying to be respectful enough about it. I mean, she even said in her interview that she feels badly for Sydney, that like clearly something's going on. Maybe she's insecure and feels the need to like stir the pot and make something up. She's trying to keep her cool. And Sydney just keeps saying like, I will not let a mean girl be a mean girl, when realistically, like, the comment that was made in the first place was never mean. She delivered it the wrong way to Madina, and that's why Madina felt bullied.
I'm not gonna let mean girls be mean girls is what Katie Thurston got coined for on Matt James's season of The
Should have
Bachelor.
copyrighted it.
Sydney, everything Sydney thought about Maria in this episode, I thought as a viewer about Sydney.
Absolutely.
Every single thing that she projected onto Maria from being a viewer was exactly how I was feeling about Sydney. The words were just like
Yeah.
coming out of God's ears. Like Sydney was projecting like no other. She was getting involved in drama that had nothing to do with her.
At all.
I respect that she wanted to defend her friend Madina. Madina, all she
Moved
needed to
on.
do, and Madina would have moved on quicker if she talked to Maria before Sydney even got involved. Do
Right.
you think that Sydney's intentions were genuine when she talked to Madina
No.
originally? I do.
I
Kind
think
of.
right. I think half and half. I think like maybe, but I also think that she went in there like knowing that she probably didn't overhear the full story. I mean, she still doesn't really know what Maria said.
Because
So
she
like I
couldn't
think
hear.
that, right. So I think like maybe she had good intentions for her friend, but like
I think it started off great. I think she was like, listen, like, because I understand that Maria is a little chaotic. And
but
like,
don't you think she could have went to Maria first and said like, "What did you say? This is what I heard."
yeah, she could have and she should have. But I do think, like, I understand that she wanted to defend her friend and that, like,
Yeah.
Maria is on her nerves. And I can understand that people might think Maria is annoying just because she is a lot of energy. She takes up a lot of space. Like, her energy is
Right.
could be overwhelming.
Yeah.
But
No, I
it's that,
agree.
but it's Sydney who's choosing to nitpick on it and like obsess over it and like make everything an issue. And when Sydney said that Maria was trying to find issues with her, it was, I never heard anything more opposite in my life.
I know, me too. And I always don't understand, which I hopefully she's watching this and thinking this, like, you're taking away from time that you could be with Joey. So, like, cut the drama. Like, let's move on and move forward so that you can spend time with him. Like, I don't get it.
And I honestly feel like I don't want to say that Sydney's a bad person. Like she's going she's going to be here next week. She got a rose. Like maybe she can redeem herself. Maybe we could forgive her. But I just feel like this episode, she came off so bad. And like maybe a lot of that could have been editing and music and everything. But also it's like her actions and her decisions. It just came across like she was stirring the pot. And like we saw a few girls come to Maria's defense. Edwina
Right.
came to her defense. Star came to her
Star.
defense. Madina even forgave Maria. When Sydney
Right.
said that Maria was the one causing drama and that everyone had an issue with her, no
Yeah.
one talked negatively about Maria in this episode besides Sydney. But there was multiple people, even people that Sydney was friends with, that said that they don't know how she handles situations and that were kind of saying that Sydney might have been the problem.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. And reading these comments, I agree with TJ that if Madina was done with it, she could have grabbed Joey, said it was done. What's done is done. I'm sure the producers wouldn't let that happen, but that would have been the most ideal situation because then it would have all been squashed.
Also, like the drama was instigated by producers and Joey because
Yeah.
Madina moved on. It was when Joey had to ask Madina, is there anything going on? Madina didn't take the bait. She didn't
Right.
reveal Maria's name.
No.
Madina, justice for Madina.
Yeah,
She
the
didn't want,
producers tapped on Sydney's shoulder and said, "You're up."
Madina deserves justice. She does not deserve to, like, Madina never would have had drama with Maria if
Right.
Sydney and the producers and Joey did not get involved.
Agreed.
They never had a chance to talk because of all these other factors. So I
Yeah.
feel like Madina, like, I feel like some people were giving her a hard time. But, like, what did you think of her this episode?
I mean, I'm glad that she didn't say anything about Maria to him, like, didn't name drop, didn't say anything like that. If there was a time and place where she could have grabbed Joey and said, like, "This is squashed, like, what Sydney's saying is not true," that would have been great. But if time didn't allot for that, then I think she was fine.
I don't think Medina knew what Sydney was saying because Sydney was making the issue about herself.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, now all of a sudden Sydney's bullied.
Sydney was so unhinged. Like
Yeah,
everything, like maybe it's just the edit, maybe it's the view, whatever. Like I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. Like she's a real
right.
person. Like she came off so bad, but like just like everything Sydney was saying, like was a contradiction. Like there
I
was,
don't understand what she even thinks. Like, why? Like, Maria even said this to Joey, like, why is she being bullied? Like, why does Sydney feel that Maria's bullying her?
Jessica says justice for Medina. TJ says Madina should have told Sydney that she and Maria are fine. Do you think that she ever did?
She probably did, since considering Sydney's story kind of shifted to like, I feel like I'm being bullied. So maybe.
Maria and Sydney remind me of Victoria Larson and Anna from Matt James's season.
Don't remember their beef. Was Victoria who was who in that?
I don't know. Victoria came in with a crown. Anna said that somebody said kissing for money. It was a weird
It was
scene.
a lot.
Matt James's season was so good.
It was a good one. That was probably the last good guy.
Matt James had such a good season.
Yeah, no,
I loved Clayton's season.
I was just gonna say Clayton's season was also good. That was, I guess, the last good guy.
Well, Zach's season was like okay.
I couldn't follow it. It wasn't for me.
Zach's season was so okay.
Yeah.
Bachelor Nation news: Nick and Natalie had a baby.
Yes, so cute.
I'm happy for them.
Same, me too.
They're a great couple. They're really cute together.
Yeah, and he's popping off.
I know his podcast is good.
Yeah.
But what do you think of the name River?
I told you my friend's dog's name is River, so like that's what my mind goes to. But I'm 99% positive it's named after Natalie's grandmother.
Yeah.
So in that sense, if it's a family name, like all about it, and I love that.
I've never heard the name River for a girl ever.
Me either. It's a male dog, so
it's a male. Have you heard the name River for a man? I don't really. I guess I'd never really heard that name.
No, me either. Just like for an animal.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure the name will suit her. We can't dissect a baby's name. I'm just happy that they had a baby.
Yes, me too.
So the episode ends up being interesting because they both end up getting a rose. But what happens is Sydney talks to Joey and tells her side of the story, tells him her side of the story. Do you remember how like we were watching together and you were like, wait, did that happen? What did you mean by that?
Right. Well, so she told Joey, this is the made up thing where she's getting bullied, supposedly, that like Maria said that I don't remember exactly what she said. Maria said that she's like a weirdo and she overeats. I don't know. I forget the exact words, but supposedly Maria called her names. And that's when I said, like, did that even happen? Like, I thought this was all just about Maria Madina talking about being old.
Yeah, it was kind of weird when Sydney was explaining the story to Joey because she was saying things that we didn't see on camera and accusing Maria of things that we didn't see on camera. And I don't want to call Sydney a liar, but it just felt like she was interpreted things wrong and like it just didn't. She was just kind of creating her own narrative.
Absolutely. Never at one point did she call her a weirdo, at least that we could see.
But even the way Sydney was talking to Maria in the arguments during this episode was just like so condescending and like she put her finger up and like Maria, I felt like was genuine trying to solve every issue.
Yeah. Well, because she
Sydney's
also
so catty.
Yeah. Well, because Maria also just wants to spend time with Joey. Like she knows that they have a connection and like really wants to pursue that. So she's like, get me out.
And Maria actually does have a connection with Joey, where Sydney has no connection that we've seen.
No.
Sydney is being so catty. I can't believe she's calling Maria a mean girl when like she's being that.
I know. And don't you think that she probably sees that Maria has a strong connection? She doesn't have one at all. And she's trying to just knock her down.
I guess. I feel like she just like gives off like, I was a popular girl in high school and like I always want to be that.
I think she said pageant girl.
I mean, I want to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yes, we don't know how things are edited. I mean, literally that first episode, I thought Jess was the worst and she came around. It's just how the producers want you to perceive people a certain way and like get this reaction out of us. So like they're doing a good job.
Like whenever Sydney gets on a podcast or like maybe next episode she redeems herself, like I'm so open to liking Sydney. Like I feel bad like, you know, hating on her, but it's just like, how could you not after how horrible she came off in this episode in every single way? Like I never disagreed with her more. She was getting the edit, whatever. Like my blood was boiling from Sydney. Like
I know,
and I'm not. It's not personal. Like if I wish the best for her, but like separate the show from real life. But like, how could you not like want to like? How could you not hate Sydney when you watch this episode?
I
like,
know. No, this
you just
is
like
not good.
love to hate her.
Yeah,
I can't believe she got a rose.
Same, but I also like I knew she was gonna get one. That's just what the show does.
So after Sydney and Joey talk, he pulls Maria. We're at the pool party, guys.
KFC pool party.
Oh my God, I'm like literally starving. Like now I want KFC.
Yeah.
Right? What did you think And we have a lot of people in here, Molly. Now are up to 50 people watching. So thank you all
Hello,
for tuning
everyone.
in.
Come join us. Come spill the tea.
Or leave your comments in the live chat and we can put them up on the screen. What did you think of Maria and Joey's conversation when she explained her side of the story?
I think she was being real. And then she explained that, like, I've been bullied before. This is not what bullying is. And I, like, pride myself in not being a bully. And
Yeah.
I like believed her. I mean, whether she was BSing, which I hope she wasn't, I believed her, and I hope that Joey does too.
Well, he said that he believes Maria more and it felt like a more authentic conversation and that he should have questioned Sydney more.
Right. But
So he's on the right path.
yeah, but then we do see them in a 2-on-1. So
Oh my God, I cannot wait for the 2-on-1. But Charity, she tweeted something really interesting tonight. So everybody go to Charity's Twitter. She basically said, my favorite part, when the lead literally has to try and make sense of the nonsense in the house with literally nothing to go off of but vibes and one conversation. Joey, you are smart. This is ridiculous.
yeah.
Joey is trying to get to the bottom of this drama, so he needs to hear everyone's sides. And it seems like he believes Maria, and I can't believe what Maria said when she was like, if you're going to give me a rose, like, how are you going to give her a rose?
Yeah, and then he did. So, like, that's crazy.
I can't believe he gave her a rose. I thought she was going to go home.
I was, like, hoping so, but I just know how the show is. Like, they always keep both of them.
So justice for Evelyn. She was butterfly earrings night 1, did not get nighttime. Like, I feel like
She
Evelyn
flew
deserves
across
better.
the table last week. That was her, right?
Evelyn jumped across the table in musical
Poor
chairs.
thing.
Krissa, it was her time to go. There was nothing there.
No. And Star, I know nothing about her.
We wanted more of Star, but it just
We
didn't
did.
happen.
She's stunning.
And I wanted more Evelyn too.
Yeah.
Well, the preview was crazy because now we have 2 episodes next week. We both said,
That's like 4 hours, unless they're going to make Tuesday only 1.
they would never do that. Of course they're going to give us 2 hours. Molly,
4 hours next week?
Molly, pick a night. You can pick Monday or Tuesday, or you're not going to do the recap for both. Just do one recap next week.
Okay. Well, why don't we do it all at once though after Tuesdays?
We could, but I just feel like, I feel like there's still going to be a lot to say after one episode.
Okay, so whichever.
But I can't believe that Maria and Sydney are going to be on a 2-on-1 because it looks like it might not be next week. It might be the week after. So if we thought Sydney was going home,
not Monday, but Tuesday.
How is Sydney surviving another episode?
Yeah, I don't know.
They're doing 2 episodes next week. That feels so long. But I am excited for international travel.
4 hours?
Well, you know how Bachelor in Paradise was. Remember the Golden Bachelor last year?
Yeah. Remember when we had to watch 3 hours of The Bachelor all at once?
I mean, at least it's only 2 hours, 2 different nights.
Yeah. You're right.
I mean, I'm more invested in the season, so I'm excited.
No, I will say, yes, definitely.
TJ says Monday will probably end on a cliffhanger and 2-on-1 on Tuesday.
Or maybe Monday ends with like the middle of their 2-on-1 and we have to wait until Tuesday to finish it.
Oh, where are they traveling to?
I don't remember what they said.
Also, we forgot to talk about Daisy.
Perfect.
She showed Joey her cochlear implant and she was like, do you want to touch it?
Yeah, which I feel like what she said after that, like, it'll help you come to terms with it. It'll help me come to terms with it. Like, any questions that he has now, she wanted to get them out of the way. So, like, she took the magnet off, let him feel like her head where the magnet is. He was like, wow, that's in your head. And she was like, yeah, it's a part of me. So I'm glad that, and I hope that all of those conversations are done and they both feel comfortable now.
Well, he said, like, it makes you special. Like, he doesn't care.
Right. No, but he did say that he was like worried about that group date and if it was too much for her. And she like reassured him, like, I'm okay. Like, this is who I am and I can do it.
I mean, no one's judging Daisy. Like, it's out of her control. Judging. Like, he's not going to think, he's never going to think less of her. He's not going to, like, it doesn't matter. Like, that's just her for being her. Daisy's sweet. She's great. But it is going to be something that he's going to have to be aware of for the rest of his life if he chooses to be with her, because he is going to have to be a little bit more attentive and tentative and just make sure that, she's going to her checkups and, like, that she's taking care of herself and that she's able to hear. So,
yeah,
it's just something that's a part of her. So if he loves her, he's going to love her for all sides of her.
Absolutely.
So I love that she's heads on about it and she's like, listen, like touch it, get comfortable. Like this is who I
Yeah.
am. And she's owning it. And I feel like she's so real and she's doing a great job of making him feel comfortable. And she's teaching him a lot. And she's teaching a lot of her followers a lot by talking about it each week. So I think that the representation and the casting is just prime with Daisy. So I'm excited to see her
Absolutely.
go all the way because we know she's going to be final too.
Absolutely. She's amazing. I literally don't have one bad thing to say about her. She's just perfect.
So what's going to happen at final two? Because we know he's crying to the Billie Eilish song.
I don't know. I just like hope it's not Daisy that goes home, but like it just the way they showed like the car driving away, it almost feels like he regrets who he sends home.
I know. We know Daisy's top two, point blank,
Yeah.
period. So it's just like, is she breaking up with him? Did you see the video I posted on TikTok this past week about Joey? He was getting interviewed and he was being asked about all the girls.
Yes, yes, yes. I saw that.
Okay, guys, go to my TikTok right now. He was asked about Daisy. His voice dropped.
But do you think that it's like a cover up and she definitely goes all the way?
It just means something happened with her. It just means
Yeah.
she's top two. I think he's with Daisy. But I don't know. So far away from now. But I feel like I don't know who the second girl will be. Like, I don't look up spoilers or anything. Like,
No,
it could
me
be
either. And I don't want them. So please don't drop them.
No, I'm not. But we
No,
know
not you, not you. I meant like the comment section.
the comments. But we know that Daisy is top two, and that because of the way the finale has been teased, Daisy, there's going to be drama. Like, there's going to be a crazy breakup and proposal and situation at the end, and Daisy is going to be involved. Like, that is a fact.
Absolutely.
So what is she involved in? We don't know, but we know we're going to see her for the long haul.
Yeah.
Whew. Do you have any other thoughts of the preview?
I don't think so. I mean, the only like drama we really saw was this Maria and Sydney. So I honestly don't really know what's going to happen for 4 hours next week.
Oh my God. Well, 2 hours each night. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Cece says, how did his voice drop? So basically, Joey was being asked about 8 different women, and he was talking with the same voice, the same monotone voice, and it's on like E on the Red Carpet's YouTube channel. I posted a clip on my Twitter and my TikTok. When he was asked about Daisy, he was not only using present tense when he was using past tense for everyone else, but his voice also dropped, as in like he was talking in this. It changed. He was talking like this, and then he was talking like this.
Yeah.
I think he's with Daisy. Like, it's not a spoiler. It's just my theory.
It's also Sydney's theory.
It's just a theory. Like, I don't know. It's just after listening to that interview, seeing the show, like Daisy, it's giving Daisy.
She's just perfect. I mean, they would be so well together. They're both just like so we can see at least from like the show, just genuine, kind people.
Well, we have a long way before we're going to get there. I mean, 2 episodes is nice because there's like 15 girls left. So after next week, we'll have like 6 girls left probably. Like, it's going to go fast.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, as long as there's 2 rose ceremonies. There might not be.
There's a lot of girls going home next week. So with the 2 nights, we're down to 15 girls. After 2 nights, we're going to have like 8 girls. So
do you think that there's a rose ceremony on Monday and Tuesday?
I hope so. I hate when it doesn't end on a rose ceremony.
I know, it might not. It might be that date where maybe who do you think's going to get the next one-on-one?
Wait, who do you think is going to get the rose on the 2-on-1 date, Maria or Sydney?
Maria.
What if he sends them both home?
I'd rather that than Sydney stay. So
I feel like, remember Shanae versus Genevieve?
Yes.
Tiara versus somebody, Ashley, Corinne versus Taylor. 2-on-1 dates on The Bachelor are iconic. Corinne,
they are iconic.
And I feel like this is giving good TV.
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't want to see them fight for 3 more episodes. Like, I wanted Sydney to go home tonight.
No, it's giving good TV, but I honestly do feel badly for Maria because she literally just keeps saying, like, why is this happening? Like, can this be done?
But Maria also, like, is so reactionary, and that's, like, what's egging it on. Because people like Sydney like reactions, and Maria will always give a reaction.
Right.
So Maria needs to stop giving reactions. I don't want to end this live because we have 50 people tuning in. So,
I know.
But this is the time when we usually end. I don't like to go over an hour. I don't really know what else to say about the episode.
Not much. And honestly, I don't think much in Bachelor news either, aside from Nick and his fiance.
Oh, true. There is no more Bachelor news.
I don't think so this week.
Well, I thought the episode was good. It gave us something to talk about. It was good drama.
Yes. It was better than last week. Last week we were a little bored.
We were a little bored last week, and we were trying to like get it
Grasp at straws.
together and round it up. CC says, I think he's already thinking fantasy suite with Maria.
Probably.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm excited. I am more invested in Traitors than I am Bachelor.
I mean, I'm definitely invested in both. I just like that Traitors is just an hour. It's
True.
just like quick. It's one and done.
But what's your favorite show on right now?
Love Island All Stars.
Or Vanderpump?
Love Island All Stars wins.
So the finale for Love Island All Stars is February 19th.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Maybe in the
it was just announced. It was just announced.
So maybe in the UK, the finale for Love Island All Stars, because in the US we're 2 weeks behind.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
We're still pretty early on, but I'm getting spoiled every time I open the TikTok app. So like I know what's happening 2 weeks from now.
And you hate getting spoiled?
Well, when Love Island is literally on every single day, that means like I'm 10 episodes like behind what's happening on TikTok. Yeah, but that's my favorite show right now. I also am watching Southern Hospitality.
Oh, I'm not watching that.
I am.
Beverly Hills Housewives is so bad, but I will watch the reunion.
Watch the Southern Hospitality. I feel like we're almost done.
I don't think I can watch Southern Hospitality. I barely got through Southern Charm, but I enjoyed it a little bit.
I love Southern Charm.
I'm watching
like different things.
I'm into Bachelor, Vanderpump, and Traitors. I guess those are my 3 shows on right now. And I watch Potomac Housewives.
Yeah, mine
I watched that today.
Batch, obviously Vanderpump, Love Island All Stars, Traitors, Southern Hospitality. I guess I'm watching a lot.
Okay, well, I will see you in New Jersey tomorrow.
I know, literally so soon. Now, like the countdown is more like 21 hours.
Oh my God, I'm excited to live life. One thing I love about traveling is like getting up, getting out of your town, getting out of your apartment, and just like, I feel so free when I travel and like, I feel alive.
Absolutely.
And I'm really excited to be back in New York. So
I'm excited to have you.
24 hours. Okay, I have to go. I have to pack. Molly, thank you as always for joining. Everyone, please go follow Molly on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok. Tell everybody how iconic your Paris content has been.
I've been posting a lot, guys. The Paris content has continued even like a week since being home. I filmed so much there and the engagement's been great. Everyone loves it. So Paris content will continue until it's like enough's enough. But please go follow me on TikTok.
I know. And I love that some of the followers and the podcast listeners are finding you and following you and DMing you.
Yes.
If you guys are listening to the podcast and you made it to the end, just send us DMs. Let us know. You can send the Daisy emoji for Daisy.
Cute. Yes. DM us.
Just let us know you listen. Yeah, let us know you listen, that you're enjoying the podcast, or leave comments down below on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching.
Thank you guys.
And we'll be back later this week with some really good content.
Definitely.
Okay. Let us know your thoughts on the episode. Rate, review, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.